on Facebook now. We are on YouTube. And, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are listening or watching the game on Facebook, if it drops, we will post a link to YouTube. It seems to be more of a consistent deal with keeping everything in check and staying live. But we're back here in the top of the third inning as Columbia trails Clarksville National 1-0 as we are in Lexington, as there's a pop fly towards left field, and it'll be foul, or towards right field, just out of play. Nealon Stein will have new life, down 0-2 in the count here. Clayton Harris alongside Carter McDonald, bringing you the Tennessee Little League State Tournament presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust. As that pitch misses high and inside for ball number 1. Here's the pitch by Stein, swung on and missed for strike number 3.
What a play.
That'll be the first out of the inning for Columbia. As Brody Cox will step up to the batter's box. He'll hit one down towards first base. And that will be out number 2. So here comes Lucas Waters for Columbia. That pitch will miss high for ball number 2. Again, folks, we just started a new stream on Facebook and on YouTube. If we get disconnected from Facebook, go to YouTube. It's been really solid. As the 2-1 pitch to Waters is going to be swung on and hit back to the pitcher, and that will be out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the third inning. Clarksville National 1, Columbia American 0. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody. We're about to begin the bottom of the third inning. It's the first pitch to number 17. West C. It's a strike. That ball is going to be hit to second. Throw over to first maiden time for out number 1.
Now to bat number 22, Drew Baggett.
West C.
Replay
It's a
there.
strike. That ball's Drew Baggett will come up to bat. First pitch is going to miss for ball number 1. Clayton Harris alongside Carter McDonald bringing you the Tennessee State Tournament for Little League presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust, along with many of our other sponsors that you'll see at the top right corner that we'll talk about throughout the broadcast and all week who've made this possible. As that pitch is going to be fouled away by Baggett. Makes the count 2-1. Using 2 cameras today, still working on how to properly adjust to it. As you see that pitch coming there for strike number 2, but I can assure you folks, by the next hour or two, we'll have this thing figured out with these multiple cameras, and we got to thank our engineering team, Ann and Jeremy, who made this possible. As the ball is hit over to Cutler Thurman, and the out is made at first base. So we'll go back and look at that replay. Hour or two, we'll have this thing figured out with these multiple cameras, and we got to thank our engineering team, Ann and Jeremy, who made this possible. As the ball is hit over to Cutler Thurman, and the out. There's a hit up the middle, and that'll be a single for Hudson. As you have 1 runner on, 2 outs. As Cash Hill will be your batter. As that ball hits the left field, and it'll drop for a single. As Clarksville National will now have 2 balls hit to left field, and it'll drop. As Bo Parcells, number 99, will step up to the batter's box with 2 on and 2 outs. First pitch is called strike 1. And Carter, Columbia just got to get things going offensively.
They've had nothing going.
Nothing so far as that pitch is swung on a miss for strike number 2. One count. Here's the pitch from Andrews. That ball will miss high. A 1-2 count here. It's a hard hit ground ball there. He's going to send a runner around third. Here's a throw to the plate, not in time. As Marisette's going to get the ball over to second and the out, but not after a run scores. So we'll go back and look at the replay of that. He's going to send a runner around third. Here's a throw to the plate, not in time. Makes it 2-0. Then a great job by Mariset get the ball at the runner. Get it to second for the out. Send a runner around third. Here's the third inning. So after the top part of the third, or I'm sorry, the bottom part of the third, we'll head to the fourth. Clarksville National 2, Columbia American nothing. We'll be back right after this. He's going to send a runner around third. And welcome back, everybody. As we're about to begin the top of the fourth inning, as Wyatt Clemenshaw will step into the batter's box for Columbia. They trail right now 2-0 to Clarksville National Little League. Two-one count to Clemenshaw. And a beautiful pitch there. Evens the count at 2. Top of the fourth, 2-2 pitch to Clemenshaw. That'll miss outside, and that was actually ball 4. And that'll put a runner on for Columbia here to get things going in the top of the fourth inning. It's Cutler Thurman will come up to bat for Columbia.
27, Cutler Thurman.
Pitch misses low and away for ball 1. Folks, we're going to work on the camera. I know it's in the outfield, and the wind is slight breeze. If you can see the American flag here, we'll show it in a minute. But yeah, there is a little wobble. We'll try to get some weights down to make sure that camera is as steady as possible. As time's going to be called after the ball thrown to Thurman. Yes, ma'am. So after the mound visit, they're going to stick with their starter, number 5, Cam Sutton, who's pitched a heck of a game so far. It's a 1-0 count to Thurman with the runner on first. And that pitch will come across the plate for strike number 1 as Thurman showed bunt. And that pitch hits the outside corner, or maybe it didn't. That'll be ball 2. That one comes in for strike number 1, or number 2. So it evens the count 2-2. No outs. Runner on first base for Columbia. Cutler Thurman trying to move the runner in scoring position. And that pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3. We'll go back and look at the replay.
Now to bat number 13, Blake Lamb.
It's a good pitch from Sutton to Thurman for out number 1. Pitch to Lamb will be called strike 1. Father Paul Lamb, one of the coaches on the staff, head coach at Battle Creek High School, formerly at Spring Hill, state championship winning coach. One pitch swung on and missed by Lamb, make the count 1-2. That pitch is swung on and fouled off by Lamb to stay alive in the count. pitch will miss low for ball 2. Pitch will be fouled off. Count remains 2 apiece. Clayton Harris alongside Carter McDonald, bringing you today's game number 1 of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament between Columbia American and Clarksville National. Ball misses out. And bring the count to full. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors who've made this thing possible, as that pitch is fouled off, and Lamb will stay alive with the count being full. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that ball is fouled off, out of play, and a great at bat here by Lake Lamb. That's your cousin, isn't it, Carter?
Mm-hmm.
And that pitch is right down the middle for strike number 3.
Now it's got number 16, Houston Leg.
And yeah, just unfortunate. Not able to get on base after a great at bat, as the first pitch to Houston Leg will be a strike swung on and missed, with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. With 2 outs and a runner on first. Now 0-2 count to Leg. And that is going to be called strike number 3. As the pitcher for Clarksville, Cam Sutton, just really in a zone here today. And Clarksville National will go to the bottom of the 4th with a 2-0 lead and looking to add more. You're watching the Front Porch Sports Network's coverage of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody. We're about to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. As Lakowicz, number 3, Jacob Lakowicz, the extra hitter today, takes ball 1. from Landon Andrews. Second pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that will be out number 1 for Clarksville National here in the bottom of the 4th.
That number 30, Giovanni Camacho.
Good pitch there by Landon Andrews. As Cio Camacho, number 30, the catcher, will come up to bat for Clarksville National. Second pitch swung on and evens the count at 1. That's a deep fly ball hit to center field. The out will be made for out number 2.
Now to bat number 2, Nolan Lee.
As Nolan Ling will come up to bat. First pitch called strike number 1. Second pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 2. That ball misses high and inside. Brings the count to 1-2. That ball will be fouled away. And a 2-2 count here. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And the count remains at 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Clarksville National leads 2-0. Wind up and the pitch, and strike number 3 as Andrews hits the outside corner. And that will retire the side. After 4, Clarksville National 2, Columbia American 0. You're watching the Tennessee State Little League State Tournament from Lexington, Tennessee on the Front Porch Sports Network. We're going to take a timeout and be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody. Top of the 5th inning here, about to begin. We want to thank all of our sponsors who made this week possible. You'll see them right there on the middle of the screen in the banner. But we especially want to thank the Ayers Foundation Trust, who is a presenting sponsor this week. But, folks, I'm telling you, there's so many of you that have made this possible. We can't thank you enough. And we will talk about each and every one of y'all. For example, like HTO. That's how you say that, right? We don't have any of those in Middle Tennessee. They have made this possible. It's a fast food restaurant. I saw one yesterday. Shorty's Custom here in Lexington, 731-307-0181.
Now to bat for the Columbia All-Stars, number 17, Hunter Marisette.
And KRT Relief Athletic Muscle Cream. As Hunter Marisette steps into the batter's box for Columbia. Here in the top of the 5th inning. And quickly, Marisette's ahead in the count. Top of the 5th, 6-inning game. Clarksville leads 2-0.
Columbia just needs to start hitting.
As that one's fouled up towards first base and will land foul as the sun unfortunately got in the eyes of the first baseman. Ball's hit to third. Throw over to first base. Maiden time. And that will be out number 1. Go back and look at the replay here. As Marisette hits it to the third baseman. Comes up, makes the snag, and the throw across the diamond for out 1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And Carter, we've put the ball in play, but Clarksville's just made plays. As Steve Harden will step into the batter's box for Columbia, and that pitch is going to be check swung on and called strike number 1. That ball misses low to even the count. Columbia down to their final 5 outs. As that ball misses low in the dirt, brings the count to 2-1. Ground ball hit over to first, and making the plays, the first baseman Hightower, and that will be out number 2.
Now to bat number 10, Landon Andrews.
So Landon Andrews will step in the batter's box. As Columbia desperately looking to get things going as that pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. There's a hard hit ball to left center field. And that one will get down, and it'll be a single there. It's a great job by Andrews on a good line drive hit. That'll be a single for Columbia.
Now to bat number 44, Xavier Webster.
And I tell you, Carr, I think the key now is we just got to string a couple of those together here.
Yeah.
Get back in the ball game as Xavier Webster, number 23, will step up to the batter's box, center fielder for Columbia. As that ball misses low and away.
Wow.
And a home run by Xavier Webster has just tied the game, a 2-run shot.
That is a huge hit.
Unbelievable. And there it was. You see the hit deep right center field. And that thing was out of here. And Columbia has tied the game at 2-2 here in the top of the 5th inning with 2 outs after the 2-run home run by Xavier Webster. My goodness gracious. And just like that, we talked about it, Carter. We needed to string a couple of hits together, and Columbia's done it.
Yeah.
Number 1, James Young.
James Young will step into the batter's box for Columbia. Is that ball's going to... Did it hit him? I think it may have hit his bat for a foul ball. That ball misses low and away. Evens the count at 1. Pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2. So a 1-2 count here. And that's a line drive hit out towards right field. That'll be caught, and that will end the top part of the 5th inning. But Columbia, down 2, hits a 2-run home run by Xavier Webster to tie the ball game. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. Welcome back. It's a hard hit ground ball. We'll get things going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And a quick out here.
Now to bat number 32, Turner Hightower.
As Hightower will step up to the batter's box. Menzel hit a hard ground ball. And that pitch misses, well, misses outside, I guess. Ball 1. That pitch misses low and away. And quickly, a 3-0 count here to Hightower, and a time is going to be called. And like I mentioned earlier, folks, you can see the wind is blowing in the games. We're going to try to swap out the tripods and try to get some weight on those to try to keep it as stable as we can. As we have a double camera set up, as you see the outfield camera. And then obviously this one here behind home plate. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that will come in for strike number 1 to Hightower. So a 3-1 count here. And the pitch from Andrews is going to hit Hightower in the shoulder, and he will take his base. We'll go back and look at that one.
Now to bat number 5, Cam Sutton.
As the pitcher, Cam Sutton, will come up to bat with a runner on first and 1 out here. The bottom of the 5th inning in a tied ball game. Clarksville National led 2-0 up until the top of the fifth after Xavier Webster for Columbia, as that ball misses low for ball one, hits a 2-run shot to tie the ball game. And that's where we stand 2-2 with a runner on first and one out. As the pitch to Sutton is swung on and missed for strike number one. That'll even the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It'll miss low. Throw down the first. Not in time to Hightower. And the 2-1 pitch by Andrews is going to miss inside for ball two. Oh, that was a strike. I stand corrected. The count even at 2 apiece, as that one's going to be fouled off, and a 2-2 count with one out and one on. Two-two pitch from Andrews. That's going to miss outside. I couldn't tell if it hit him or not. We'll go back and look at it there. It was close from up here in the press box. It looked like it actually completely missed him, but we'll look here. Yeah, I don't see it.
Now to bat number 8, Emerson Coleman.
I don't see that. Look at it again. It's Coleman. Will step up to the batter's box for Clarksville National with 2 on. And 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number one. It evens the count. One pitch from Andrews hits the outside corner for strike number 2. A 1-2 count. And that pitch is going to be called strike number 3. And that will be out number 2 here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Now to bat number 17, Wes C.
So we'll go back and look at the replay. Just a great pitch by Andrews. Hits the outside corner for the strikeout, as number 17, Wes Shea, will come up to bat. First pitch misses outside for ball one. Second pitch by Andrews misses outside, makes the count 2-0. As time will be called. And again, we want to thank our sponsors who've made today and all week and all next week possible. Starting with our presenting sponsor, the Ayers Foundation Trust. We will be talking about them today and throughout the week and what they do across the state of Tennessee. But we also want to thank all of our sponsors that you'll see across the screen here during this timeout. We have so many of them that if you don't see your advertisement up there, like for example, we got Helms Motor Company here, located here in Lexington. They sell Jeep, Ram, and Dodge. So go check them out. We want to thank them. Gordon Wildridge, running for mayor. I'm guessing that's here locally. So we want to thank him as we're about to get underway again here after the time called. A 3-0 count coming to C, excuse me. And that will load the bases for Clarksville National with 2 outs here. And this is danger zone territory if you're Columbia. As Drew Baggett, number 22, will come up to bat for Clarksville National. First pitch misses high for ball number 1. Second pitch swung on and missed, evens the count at 1-1. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, bases loaded for Clarksville. Pitch by Andrews, hit up the middle. Line drive is going to be caught for out number 3. And we'll go to the 6th and final inning, tied up at 2 apiece. Columbia looking to do some more damage offensively. We'll come back after a quick timeout right after this. And welcome back, everybody. Top of the 6th inning here. Gunnar Potts, the batter for Columbia. He'll show bunt as the first pitch misses high for ball number 1. As still on the mound, Carter McDonald, who's with me, is Cam Sutton for Clarksville, who's pitched a heck of a game as that pitch comes in for strike 1, who is looking to go the distance here for Clarksville. As that ball gets away from him outside for ball 2. As that pitch is swung on and missed by Potts, it'll even the count at 2 apiece. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses low and away, and it'll bring the count to full with no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And what has been a great game number 1 here in the Tennessee Little League State Tournament. 4 games on tap today, 4 games on tap for tomorrow, 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, and possibly 2 on Thursday. As Sutton speaking with the manager for Clarksville National. And a pitching change is going to be made. As he had 81 pitches, so Sutton will not be available for at least 4 days. But what a ball game. Great job by that young man pitching as the pitching change is made, and it looks like Clarksville is going to go to number 99, Bo Parcells. It's like a 13.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I see the bow now, though. And as we're warming up here, again, we'll have our sponsors in the middle of the screen here that we want to thank. that have made this possible for us to be able to come over here from Columbia to broadcast this tournament. I'm going to be here for at least until Thursday, weather permitting, maybe longer. As the wind really starting to pick up now out in the outfield. On this beautiful, mostly sunny sky, just maybe a few little clouds, but nothing that seems like it's going to interfere with what we're doing today. And a big shout out and thanks to our production team, Ann and Jeremy back in Oklahoma, that are, without them, this wouldn't be possible. And again, folks, we're testing out our new 2-camera system today. We have used in the past, but in some ways this is a different setup, and so far so good, although we're going to work on the balance of that outfield camera after this game is finished as we continue here in the top of the 6th inning as a full count. And a very unusual time to see a pitching change there, Carter. In a 3-2 count, you bring a new guy in. You typically you just wonder if maybe you saw Sutton kind of grab his right arm, and you just wonder, you hope he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to bring Parcells in here and let him take on Gunnar Potts with a 3-2 count. And here's the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike number 3 and out number 1 here in the top of the 6th.
Now to bat number 2, Neelan Stein.
So Neelan Stein will step up to the batter's box for Columbia. Here's the pitch from Parcells. It's a bouncer that goes back to the pitcher, and he will record out number 2.
Now to bat number 7, Brody Cox.
As Brody Cox will step into the batter's box for Columbia with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. As the wind is really picking up in the outfield. That pitch comes in for strike number 1 to even the count at 1. One pitch to Stein, or I'm sorry, Cox swung on and missed for strike number 2. That pitch swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that will retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Columbia American 2, Clarksville National 2. We'll take a break and be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, as we begin the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now back to the Columbia All-Stars, number 3, Lucas Waters.
As Clarksville National looking to advance.
Columbia's got to hold him here.
Bat number 21, Hudson Peterson.
There's Hudson Peterson, the batter for Clarksville. And a hard line drive hit over to Cutler Thurman. And that play is made for out number 1. As we'll look at the replay of that one. Hudson with a solid line drive to the third baseman. Thurman able to make it.
It's a good catch.
As Hill steps up to the batter's box. Here's the pitch from Andrews. Misses outside for ball 1. Stay tuned. Big Lou Maddox is en route. He'll be here shortly for games 3 and 4. As that pitch misses in a 2-0 count. As that pitch is swung on and fouled off for strike number 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Andrews. That ball will be hit down the third base line in fair territory. As it's going to get stuck under the fence over by the netting. And if you look, there's a tarp right over there.
Now to bat number 99, Bo Parcells.
And the ball deflected off Thurman and went somewhere over towards that tarp, so time had to be called. Runner will be at second in scoring position with 1 out here. As Thurman tried to make a great play, but unfortunately could not, as Lakowicz will come up to bat now here with a runner in scoring position for Clarksville. So 1 out.
Now to bat number 3, Jacob Lachowicz.
Jacob Lachowicz looking to win the game for Clarksville. First pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. Columbia trying to get an out and trying to get this game to an extra inning in the 7th. Pitch by Andrews hits the outside corner for strike number 2. So runner on second, 2 outs or 1 out here. 0-2 pitch from Andrews is going to miss outside for ball 1. Beautiful day in Lexington, Tennessee for some baseball in the Little League State Tournament. 1-2 pitch is going to be swung on and fouled up, out of play, and the count will remain at 1-2. Ground ball hit to shortstop. Play made at second. That will get the runner at second. And a good job there by Columbia.
1 away.
Now to bat number 30, Giovanni Camacho.
So runners will now be at the corner with 2 outs. Giovanni Camacho will come up to bat for Clarksville National. First pitch from Andrews. Swung on and hit deep left center field, and the out is made.
Wow.
Who's the left fielder out there, Carter?
I can't tell.
Let's see if I can get a number on that. Whoever it was made a great play, and that was Gunnar Potts. So Gunnar Potts with a huge play as you go back and look at the replay here, will send us to extra innings. We'll go to the 7th as Columbia and Clarksville National tied at 2 apiece. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, to Lexington, Tennessee for the Tennessee State Little League Tournament presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust and partners with all the wonderful sponsors you're seeing across our screen that we will continue to talk about and discuss for today and the entire next week who have made this possible. I want to thank everybody online watching. You can always go back and watch replays of this game on our YouTube channel, Kennedy Broadcasting, or you can watch it on Facebook. We had some issues earlier with Facebook. Sometimes that thing can drop when it gets a little too jammed up. So hopefully we got that situation fixed as the first pitch to Waters will be called ball 1. And folks, if you notice a runner on second, that is going to be Brody Cox, the last batted out. As in Little League Baseball, and you've seen this in the majors too. You have a runner on second to start the extra inning with no outs as Waters shows bunt, and it'll be fouled off the screen to even the count at 1, or actually make the count 1-2. Waters, 1-2 pitch is going to be a nice bouncer towards the pitcher. Nobody's there, and he is going to be safe as there was no tag made. And now Columbia will have runners on the corner. So we go back and look at the replay there.
Now to bat number 23.
The first baseman and pitcher both went to the ball. Nobody at first. I would say it was a hit. Just because they both went after the ball. If it was a high school game, I might call it an error, but I'm going to say it was a hit. Great job there by Waters. And so runners on the corners with no outs, and Wyatt Clemenshaw up to bat. And Carter, you know what Cox, Waters, and Clemenshaw have in common?
No.
They're all three teammates at Culleoka Middle School. As Clemenshaw will show bunt, as that ball is going to get away, and the runner will advance to second base. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Columbia with no outs here in the top of the 7th inning. And Drake, you're right. It was a dribbler. I mean, it was a bouncing dribbler. And folks, you can comment. We'll read all your comments. They're right here in front of us. It was just, yeah, it was a great hit by Waters. As that pitch gets away and brings the count to 2-0. And you might be watching and wondering, well, why aren't they going home? The backstop is probably only about 12 feet behind home plate. So not much room there to get home. As the 2-0 pitch from Parcells is strike number 1. As that one is fouled off and makes the count 2-2 to Clemenshaw. Brody Cox at third, Lucas Waters at second. 2-2 count, pitch from Parcells to Clemenshaw. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that will retire the first batter of the top part of the inning for Columbia American.
27, Cutler Thurman.
As number 27, Cutler Thurman, one of 2 11-year-olds on this 12-year-old team. Thurman's going to show bunt. He'll pull back, but strike number 1 is called. Lake Lamb, Columbia American shortstop, the other 11-year-old on this 13-man, 12-year-old roster. Here's the pitch by Parcells as Thurman is going to bunt that one off foul and is now down on the count 0-2. Columbia will get back to the top of the order after this batter. As the wind, as you see, continues to pick up. We'll come back here to this shot right here. We'll make a change with our tripod in between games as time has been called, as the umpire is going to come out and talk to Parcells. I guess he's wanting a new baseball. So 2-runner zone, 0-2 count, 1 out here, and Cutler Thurman batting. Pitch misses outside, and will bring the count to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that'll be the second out for Columbia here in the top of the 7th inning.
Number 13, Lake Lamb.
It's Lake Lamb, the leadoff batter.
He's at 19 pitches. Go tell him, 19 pitches.
As they are going to do an official pitch count check. If Parcells can get out with this batter, he would still be available tomorrow if he didn't pitch anymore. Here's the pitch to Lamb. It gets away. For ball 1. Brody Cox still at third. Lucas Waters at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Lamb. right down the middle for strike number 1. As that one hits the outside corner for strike number 2. So Lamb down in the count 1-2 here to Parcells. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That ball misses low in the dirt and evens the count at 2. There are no pinch runners in Little League Baseball other than for the catcher, and that is with 2 outs. So a 2-2 pitch coming up here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th with 2 on. As that ball misses outside, and it will bring the count to full. So a 3-2 count, and this is a big pitch. If he puts Lamb on, Clarksville is going to have to make a decision whether they want to keep going with Parcells and potentially burn him up for a day, or if they're going to go to the bullpen. Here's the full count pitch by Parcells. And that ball misses inside for ball number 4. And Columbia will have bases loaded and 2 outs in decision time for Clarksville National. And they're going to call time and make a change. So there's your answer, folks. They're going to take Parcells out, save him, and they are going to go. It'll revert back to the number he started the batter with. He started with 19, so he'll still be good for tomorrow, whether they're in the winner's bracket or loser's bracket game. And coming in now for Clarksville will be number 2, Nolan Lynch. We're going to go with Lynch. And I can assure you, if we're saying it wrong, we're going to find out soon. But Lynch is going to come in the pitch here as we will step aside and let our sponsors run across your screen that have made this possible. We want to thank everybody here in Lexington, Little League, that have made this possible for us to be able to come down here and present this to you guys all across the state of Tennessee. I'm seeing all the comments and all the people watching, and it's truly incredible. We're humbled by it, and we really appreciate it. But we want to thank these sponsors who've made this possible. But we're going to step aside for just a quick second and be back right after this. And welcome back, everyone. Top of the 7th inning here as Houston Legg will step into the batter's box with bases loaded and 2 outs here for Columbia. It's a pitching change by Clarksville as Lynch's first pitch is going to be fouled off for strike number 1. Me and Carter were just talking before we rejoined the broadcast. We were talking to the folks up here in the press box. Houston has the ability to send this baby out of the ballpark if he hits it correctly. Pitch by Lynch is going to be fouled off, and quickly ahead in the count is Lynch 0-2 against Legg. Big pitch here, 0-2. Misses outside for ball 1. And what has been an incredible game number 1 here at the Tennessee Little League State Tournament. First game is any indication of what we're going to see all week. You're in for a treat. As that pitch misses high inside for ball 2 and will even the count. We're in extra innings here in the top of the 7th. Little League Baseball is 6 innings. But we are in the top of the 7th. It started with the last batted out at second base, which is currently at third. That's Brody Cox. Lucas Waters is at second, and Lake Lamb at first. Here's Lynch's pitch to Houston leg, and that's going to be a base hit that will score 1 run. Here comes a second run, and a double by Houston leg is going to give Columbia a 2-run lead and 2-0 with 2 out here in the top of the 7th.
Wow.
What a play.
Now to bat number 17, Hunter Marisette.
And now Hunter Marisette will step up to the batter's box for Columbia, and he as well has the ability to take this ball out of the ballpark. We've seen him do it before. Pitch by Lynch misses outside for ball 1. That pitch will even the count at 1-1. So Lake Lamb will be at third. Houston leg at second. 2 outs, top of the 7th. We're in extra innings. Columbia now leads 4-2 after the 2-run double by Houston leg as that pitch misses low for ball number 2. And Carter, I think you got to go back to the pitching change. They chose to pull Parcells and save him for tomorrow, as that ball is going to be hit to the shortstop, and the throw will be made in time for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. Columbia with a 4-2 lead over Clarksville National. We'll take a quick timeout, and we will be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, to Lexington, Tennessee.
All-Stars number 2, Nolan Lynch.
As Nolan Lynch will come up to bat with one runner own here as we're in extra innings. The last batted out from the 6th will be at second. That will be Hightower, it appears, as the first pitch from Andrews comes in across the plate for strike number 1. And nearly a pickoff at second base. As that's actually Camacho out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Andrews. That's low and away for ball 1. It's Ling. As Ling hits it down the first, that will be out number 1 as Stein makes the play. So Ling. And thank you, Miller, for letting us know that. It's Ling like ring.
Number 9, Jack Denzel.
Linge, yeah. So 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Columbia with a 4-2 lead. And that pitch will miss as a ball. It's Vinsel. Jack Vinsel will hit a little dribbler to the pitcher. Throw to first base is made in time. And that will record out number 2. The runner at third did not go home.
Now to bat number 32, Turner Hightower.
And Turner Hightower and Clarksville National are down to their final out. Hightower's going to call time. This tournament is double elimination. As that pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch misses low and away, 2-0. That pitch, I don't know where that pitch missed. We'll go back and look at it and see. I don't think it did either. And that one is called a strike 1, so a 3-1 count here. And ball number 4 is runners will now be on the corner with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th. And my goodness. Starting pitcher Cam Sutton will come up to bat.
Now to bat number 5, Cam Sutton.
Cam Sutton looks like he drove himself to the ballpark today. Pitched a heck of a game before being pulled in the 5th inning as that ball misses high and inside for ball 1. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. That one comes in for strike number 2. So Columbia 1 strike away from moving on to the winners bracket tomorrow as Sutton will call time. One-two pitch swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that is the ball game, folks. Columbia with a comeback after trailing 2-0. They're going to take game 1 over Clarksville National 4-2. And what a ball game, Carter. And
Great game.
What about Xavier Webster's 2-run shot to tie the game? And then we saw the 2-run RBI double from Houston leg in the 7th. Just an incredible win for Columbia. And you got to feel for Clarksville. They, like I said, they led most of the way. They got a 2-0 lead early, but just weren't able to finish it out as Columbia American is going to advance to the winner's bracket tomorrow. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we're going to let our sponsors roll across the screen. We will start a new stream in a little bit for game number 2. It'll be a little bit, but we're going to go out to the outfield. We're going to change out our tripods, try to stabilize that camera a little bit. But we want to thank you all for tuning in. And please, thanks to all the sponsors, especially our presenting sponsor, the Ayers Foundation Trust, and all of those who've made this possible, and especially the folks here at Lexington Little League. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll leave the stream rolling. We'll be back right after this.
We at Holland's Pharmacy must
This
be
is
doing
David
something
Usselton with
right.
Usselton
We've been
Automotive,
providing
located in
pharmaceutical
Columbia,
services
Tennessee.
in the
We
Middle
service
Tennessee
all
area
foreign-
for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal.
Helms Motor Company in Lexington is extending their employee pricing program with Employee Pricing Plus. Right now, Jeep customers can get low employee pricing plus tremendous cashback incentives on the huge selection of Jeeps at Helms Motor Company in Lexington, or
find your next Jeep at helmsmotor.com.
it's the Make This the Summer Ram sales event at Helms Motor Company. Come check out our huge selection of Ram 2500s and 1500s on our lot. Make this the summer you get the Ram you've been looking for at Helms Motor Company in Lexington, or
See your next Ram truck at helmsmotor.com.
it's the Make This the Summer Ram sales event at Helms Motor Company. Come check out our huge selection of Ram 2500s and 1500s on our lot. Make this the summer you get the Ram you've been looking for. Helms Motor Lexington is extending their employee pricing program with Employee Pricing Plus. Right now, Jeep customers can get low employee pricing plus tremendous cashback incentives on the huge selection of Jeeps at Helms Motor Company in Lexington, or
Find your next Jeep at helmsmotor.com.
All right, folks, we're going to end this stream as we get ready for game 2 here in just a little bit. And we'll have that up in just a minute. We just fixed our tripod. We have some stability now in the outfield. The wind's not going to blow it around. It doesn't appear. But we appreciate everybody that watched the first game between Columbia and Clarksville National, and what was just an absolute thriller to begin the Tennessee Little League State Tournament here in Lexington. So if that's what if that's what game number 1 is going to be like, we're in for a treat all week. But just stay tuned. We'll be back here in probably about 10 to 15 minutes with a new stream as we get ready for Morristown and Granger County. So we'll take a break, and we will return here momentarily on the Front Porch Sports Network. You can catch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, X. And, we'll be back for Game 2 momentarily.